In a distant and mysterious city, there were two buildings that stood out from the rest. The first was a red structure with a face on it. The face had a large nose and a small mouth. The second was a yellow pyramid with a small entrance at the base. No one knew who had built them or what they were for. One day, a young adventurer named Leo decided to explore the buildings. He was very curious to know what was inside them. He walked over to the red building and touched the nose of the face. Suddenly, his mouth opened, and he spoke to her. "Who are you?" asked the building in a gravelly voice. "I'm Leo, an explorer." "And you?" Leo replied with surprise. "I am the guardian of this place. If you want to enter, you must solve a puzzle," said the building. "What kind of riddle?" Leo asked. "Listen carefully. I am taller than a tree, but thinner than a wire. I can be straight or curved, but I can never bend." "That I am," said the building. Leo thought for a moment and then replied, "You are a tower." "Correct. You can pass," said the building and opened a door in front of it. Leo entered the building and saw a corridor full of lights and colors. He followed the corridor until he reached a room where there was a large screen. Images from different places and times were shown on the screen. Leo was fascinated by what he saw. "This is the Museum of Time. Here you can see the history of humanity and the world," said the building. "Great. Who did this?" Leo asked. "It was made by a great sage who wanted to preserve knowledge for future generations. He was the one who created me and the yellow pyramid," said the building. "And what's in the yellow pyramid?" Leo asked. "That is a secret that you can only discover if you solve another riddle," said the building. Leo was intrigued and decided to go to the yellow pyramid. He said goodbye to the red building and went outside. He went to the yellow pyramid and touched the entrance. Suddenly the doorway lit up and he spoke to her. "Who are you?" asked the pyramid in a high-pitched voice. "I'm Leo, an explorer." "And you?" Leo replied curiously. "I am the guardian of this place. If you want to enter, you must solve a puzzle," said the pyramid. "What kind of riddle?" Leo asked. "Listen carefully. I am smaller than a grain of sand, but more powerful than an atomic bomb. I can create or destroy, but I can never change." "That I am," said the pyramid. Leo thought for a moment and then replied, "You're an atom." "Correct. You can pass," said the pyramid and opened a door at its base. Leo entered the pyramid and saw a corridor full of cables and circuits. He followed the corridor until he came to a room where there was a large machine. The machine had buttons, levers and displays. Leo was amazed by what he saw. "This is the machine of destiny. Here you can change the course of history and the future," said the pyramid. "Awesome. Who did this?" Leo asked. "It was made by the same great sage who made the Museum of Time and the two buildings. He wanted to have control over the fate of humanity and the world. He was the one who created me and the red building," said the pyramid. "And what did he do with this machine?" Leo asked. "That is a secret that you can only discover if you use the machine," said the pyramid. Leo was tempted and decided to use the machine. He walked over to the machine and touched a screen. Suddenly, the screen turned on and showed him an image of a red button. The image read, "Press this button to change destination." Leo wondered what would happen if he pushed the button. "What would I change? Would it be for better or for worse? Should I do it or not?" Leo was indecisive and nervous. "What would you do instead?"